Ha ha! I've been shopping. Hello, I'm Adrian Hyde of Adrian Hyde Photography, and today in this exciting episode of Photographic Fridays, we're gonna unbox this, and I'm gonna switch all this around to give me a new work, not exactly new work area, but I'm gonna have 3 screens now because it'll make things a little bit easier for me. So that's the first thing we're gonna do today. The second thing is I'll just do a very quick run through of what's happening in the PICZ world, and then right at the end, I think I'm just going to share a little chat with you about just one or two things I've been watching on YouTube, just to fill the time in. But yeah, today is just going to be quite an exciting day. Let's get this little baby unboxed. Oh, and also got a new hub for this as well, because we've got 4 hubs on here, which I will need. So that's that. I don't need that anymore. Right, the Swiss Army knife, as always, and it's probably about that way around. Not any way at all. Oh, hang on, it's all interlocked somehow. It's. Oh, I did need that. Okay, so in here we have. Oh. I might go back a bit further, perhaps. You can see it all then. Stylish design. So that's the stand. Looks like we might have to somehow mount this. Oh, this will be quite easy. I've done quite a lot to the desk. I'll have to, in another video, maybe a bit some of the time, I will do oh, this is good. Look, you get an HDMI. Some monitors I looked at, you didn't get the HDMI cable with it. So that was rather good. And now, the moment of truth, quite know I'm going to do this. Power pack. Always a good thing. Well, the other part of it should be somewhere. Aha! And the other bit there. It's a bit like an Aladdin's game, but there's your. That's interesting. It also comes with the French one. I think it comes with the Swiss one as well. But that's the French thing. Let's try and get this out. There you come. Oh, where's the telly? Where is it? Found it. That hopefully is a Swiss one. Yep, that's a Swiss one. Always a bonus. This is really good. Nice. Oh, good. Okay, so I'll put that there for now so we still see what it is. And I do believe this is. Put it here and lift it up. Okay. People screaming now, don't turn it upside down! I think that was just going to plop that straight onto there. some help. There we go. How awkward is this? I'm sure there's an easier way of doing this. That's it. It's on there nice and tight. The unveiling. Oh, that's good. It's nice and thin, this. Ooh. Take it off. That's good. What else we got? Right, that's really nice. That super job. It's quite sharp. That's really nice. It's not gloss. It's not the gloss screen like I've seen in many others. I like this. Right, I'm going to run a quick time lapse now, and then I will. I'm going to change all this area around now. So, time lapse time. Okay, so we're back now. I'm just going to turn on the computer. It's the first time I've done it, and this camera angle I know is not going to be brilliant, and I want to try to show you how to set up the three screens. So, power on. Aha, there we go. We've got a bit of power. Right, this password. So I've plugged all my USB ports in. So it should be okay. It should be okay. I said it's my first time I've fired this up, so I'm not entirely sure how this is going to turn out. So hopefully it'll be all right. Okay, I have to turn this on. Yes, right, I've got the light on here. This one's on, this one's on. Don't know why this was not working. One, two, three. Okay, so now, I don't know what's wrong with this one. That's what's happened. Okay. So we have a lead out, which never helps. Which isn't that one, that one. That one. Okay, so this came out, and as soon as I plug this in, it should be good. So 1, 2. It's on. No signal detected. It's a bit of a heart-stopping moment, this. Maybe I'll just take it out and put it on here. There you go, should all come on now. Should do. Yeah, there we go. So now we've got 3 screens. There's 1, 2 and 3. So I think I'll go into this big one first. Hopefully this will work. So you don't know what order they're in. So if I go onto this one here, this one's here, then it goes over to this screen. So as it is at the moment, this one's number, say we're going from left to right. So this one's number 1, this one's number 2, and this one's number 3, which is going to be really confusing because the welcome tablets, one screen's here, number 1's here, number 2's here, number 3 is not in the middle. So where's number 3? Number 3 is here. So on the tablet we've got 1, 3 and 2, but we want 1, 2 and 3. So if I go here, go into preferences, I'm hoping you can see this. System preferences, and then I'm going to go into displays. And that will show us all the displays, and then we're going to this thing called arrangement. This big one here, we want here, and it was red. You see how it's red? It drops in. No, we don't want it like that. Where is it now? It's at the top. So now we want this. Perhaps we move the middle one over. There we go. So now we've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is number 1, this is now number 2, and then this is number 3. So 1 here, 2, and 3. And if we go across here, 1, 2, and 3, and hopefully you can see the curves in there. So that's good. Now we get this out of the way. That's it. Suck. That's it. So we're good to go. So that's all installed. It looks pretty, well, it's just pretty impressive. Okay, so as if by magic, I've now set up my screens. I've changed these screens around a little bit, so I've now got this background set up. So hopefully it'll stay like this for a little while. Let's run through what's going on in the PICZ world to start off with, and then afterwards I'll just have a bit of a chin wag and chat. Like I said many times before, this channel was mainly for my own entertainment and for the few that actually watch this. I know Ed watches this. Thanks, Ed. It's good. It's good for me. So let's go in. Well, let's go into the screen. I can drag this over. Look. Get rid of that, and you can see. Look at the background. Looking cool, isn't it? Right. So I wonder if I can. Sometimes I do this and I disappear. So let's bring this in. I've disappeared. Let's shrink this down so maybe you can see me as well. We don't need to see everything. Good. Okay, so April. We did so much in April. So Friday this comes out, so the 30th. Tomorrow's the 1st of May. Wow. So 30th, that was yesterday. We had the basic editing in Photoshop. The next one that's booked in at the moment is the 5th of May. Charles is doing that. And then we have our big monthly meeting where we review what's going on, have a bit of a chit chat about stuff. And then on the 6th of May, We have Lockdown Photography Meeting 2, the Ideas and Inspiration. That's been an ongoing project which Brad has been running, and it's had many successes. It's looking good. And then we have Stephen. He's running his first workshop. And then on Saturday the 9th, I'm not sure what time this is going out yet, but the micro workshop with the minifigures, and Joshua is doing that. And then these two I don't think will be going ahead. We need to find out. All depends what happens with the government. But I would say as of yet, the after work shoot with Nigel and the jail workshop with Charles will probably be postponed to a later date. So that is that. So if anyone wants to do anything, give me a ring. Well, not give me a ring. Just send me an email. So yeah, send me an email if you've got any ideas or inspiration of what you want to do. So that is that. The next thing I just want to sort of look at is all about the coronavirus, and like I said, this channel is mainly for my entertainment anyway. So I look at these pretty much every day. Look at the statistics of how things are progressing, and it's looking quite good. We've got a lot of recoveries now, and there's 0.6% growth. But it's the blue that really interests me, and also this here, the deaths have pretty much dried up. There's no more reported ones, and that was Switzerland. Now England, ever loads. Load! There you go. 2.5%. But there's a bit of a jump here. But yeah, so that's just what I just enjoy looking at this. But I'm gonna play this video now. If it loads. If it loads, hopefully it loads. And it's just highlighting the aeroplanes and what's going to happen to them and how they. It's just so interesting looking and watching this sort of stuff. Let's play a little bit of it.
But few are being hit as hard as the airline industry. In the U.S., the big three, United American and Delta, have canceled thousands of flights because of lack of demand, but also because of government mandate. But as they do, where are these planes going? Planes are designed to fly, not to sit. So airlines try to keep them airborne as much as possible. But they can't fly right now, and they're being forced to ground a lot of their fleet. In this video, we'll explain the toll that long-term storage has on planes, and what airlines will have to do if these birds are ever to fly again. As COVID-19 has spread across the planet, airlines have scrambled to adjust their fleets as they have slashed their capacity and limited their routes. We aren't talking about dozens of grounded aircraft, we're talking about hundreds. The three major U.S. airlines collectively have over 4,500 aircraft in their fleets. One illustration is this map of United's route reduction from February 2020 to April 2020. The last significant event that crippled the airline industry was the September 11, 2001 attacks. Planes were grounded for 3 days, and demand greatly reduced afterwards. This mass grounding is more significant because these planes will be grounded for months, not days. Most airports don't have nearly enough space or the capacity to put planes in long-term storage. So airlines are dividing their fleets up among longer-term storage facilities. Surprisingly, the desert is one of the best places to keep grounded planes. The dry climate and abundant space makes the American Southwest home to numerous aircraft storage facilities, crudely known as boneyards. Canal Air Park in Marana, Arizona is one of these desert facilities that has taken on droves of airliners from Delta in the wake of COVID-19. Storing aircraft is a lot more complicated than just pulling the parking brake or shutting off the engines. While an aircraft is in service, crews and flight systems are constantly checking to make sure that everything is airworthy. but parking one for more than a few days significantly increases the risk that a plane will not be fully protected or that all of its systems won't be fully functioning. For that reason, Ascent Aviation at Pinal Air Park divide aircraft into two categories: active parking and long-term storage. Active parking keeps airplanes in airworthy condition. This is an expensive and maintenance-heavy process that is model-specific and includes the need to power up the aircraft at least every 2 weeks to lubricate parts. Open ports are covered, but the aircraft is actively kept ready to fly. To put an airplane into long-term storage is a 2-week process with a huge upfront cost, but it requires less maintenance in the long run. The engines can be filled with preservative oil, ports are covered, and gaps in the fuselage are sealed. Protective coatings cover windows and landing gear. Once an airplane is in storage, there is no need to regularly power up systems. At Pinal Air Park, an aircraft can remain in storage for 2 years before it must be brought back to operability and do a short, non-revenue flow. That's an expensive process, and it may lead to owners opting to selling their aircraft for parts instead. Unfortunately, many of Delta's older planes that are arriving at Pinal will likely meet this fate and will never take to the skies again. Once demand returns, airlines will start to bring their airplanes out of storage. But depending on the aircraft type, this could take hundreds of man-hours per plane. Even if demand surged tomorrow, it would be months before airlines had their entire fleets in the air again. For now, they'll remain tucked away in obscure facilities around the world.
That's pretty amazing that. I would never have thought it would have taken that long to put the planes away and back again. And just gonna bring this one over as well. It just sort of interests me. Well, it's just down, goes down. Yeah, some of the planes here which are in storage, just satellite photos here. It's just it's quite repetitive patterns. And here, I think the next photo here, we see this is more zoomed up. It's just here as well. It's just amazing, absolutely amazing. All this stuff is quite readily available. So it's just, like I say, it fascinates me a little bit. And what was this one here I was going to look at on YouTube? This one here. If it loads. Load! Oh yeah. Another thing I do enjoy watching is these rolling webcams. And just to see how many people are around or aren't around. It's fascinating, and we have been living this lifestyle now since the 13th of 13, 14, 15, I think it's either 15th or 16th of March. We're now in the 1st of May, today is the 1st of May. It's just, this whole thing is just, it's amazing to watch. It's amazing to watch and how it's going to come. I would just look on my Facebook page and I want to show you something really interesting. I have no idea why it is. Down here. I posted a video 2 days ago now. It's two doctors. They had no alternative. They had nothing, no real interest. Just got a press conference together. They spoke for about an hour. And just to show you that the video they put out, it had over 1 million views. And for whatever reason, been taken off. Can't get it. Where is timeline? And yeah, here this COVID-19, the second part. I did watch all of it. It was so interesting to watch. but if you double click on it, try and open it up, it's been removed from the platform. And that sort of interests me. Why would they take that out? It's just two doctors just talking about what's going on. It's weird, it's strange. And whatever your political reasons are, I have no idea why on earth they would want to take that on. Anyway, I've got to go back to this camera now. So that's the end of this Photographic Friday for this week. So next week, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next week. Maybe I'll do a little bit more. So maybe demonstrate something next week. Try to demonstrate something next week. So yeah, I think we'll do something a little bit more for photography related next week, rather than me faffing around and getting monitors and finally setting up the workspace, which I've tried to get for some time now. So have a good week. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.